Life's eternal and grace is infinite. So people in violent sex cult activity are not as attractive as they think they are, and they never have been. You know, we've had the Lord's Prayer for a long time, and Islam is supposed to be living the Lord's Prayer. And a woman covering up her body because men can't control themselves. In ancient times. That doesn't make her beautiful. It just means she can't get these men to live the Lord's Prayer so they can control themselves. They'll kill the man that says, hey, these girls shouldn't have to cover up their bodies anymore. We've been living the Lord's Prayer now for how long? We haven't. That's why they're still covering up their bodies. In Saudi Arabia and in Iran and other places like that. That's why they cover up their hair so men don't sit there and be like Pee-wee and want to touch it. It's like, well, yeah, every man in his right mind wants to touch her hair and stroke her cheek and have her kiss his cheek, kiss her lips, touch her breast, have her lay down, feel his body gently go into her body. Feel the warmth, the excitement. Every guy wants to feel that, right? And if a woman is in her right mind and wants to love him and love children, she wants to feel that too, right? And so, when you're not getting what you deserve from the gift of God, if you won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer, you have yourself squarely to blame, like I explained to Stephen Hawking about his disease, and he don't want to hear that. Well, life's eternal, grace is infinite. It's relativity, dog. I'm like sitting there going, I'm telling him relativity, and he's trying to argue with me that Jesus is wrong. I'm like, okay, but Einstein's right? Okay. It's in the Bible, it's in the Quran. Just because it's been corrupted by corporations to perpetuate genocide through scientific experiments doesn't mean it's wrong, right? Just because corporations realized they needed to move Jesus and Muhammad from the past to the future, okay, doesn't mean that Jesus and Muhammad are wrong. It means the corporations are wrong, which also means that the scientific community is wrong because they will not live truthfully and they will not, say, hey, this is obviously lie and here is truth. And my ear doing the sound current thing, Mom always called it neck and cars. Well, I wish it would stop because it's like a goddamn dog whistle and it's irritating me. And I don't want to watch Father Brown Marathon on Bread Box Mysteries, and I don't want to watch Marshalls, and I don't want to watch what's the next one next in line? I'll leave it to Beavers. Kind of cute. Sometimes it's kind of funny. Gee, Wally. Yes, Mrs. Cleaver. Eddie Haskell. Yeah, okay, that used to crack me up when I was young. Yeah. Looney Tune cartoons. That's on HBO Max. You can't get nothing for free from those greedy little bastards. So, no. Extend a middle finger towards you. Chronologically of water. No, I don't want to watch that. It's not romance. Romance is living the Lord's Prayer. Being sexually frustrated by assholes with a television set because I don't get to have a faithful relationship with a woman because you guys are perverts and suck. Yeah, well, I got you covered, man. I got you covered. $1 million listing. I'm just, it's key to, you want the $1 million or the key to the secret of happiness. Don't take the $1 million. It's not real. Happiness is living the Lord's Prayer. There you go. Yeah. If a woman makes you battle over sexual access to her, let the other guy have him to the victor goes to the spoils, and she's spoiled. Hopefully the battle ends with him. It ain't going to end with him. He dies, she's going to be finding someone else to have sex with, to have the best and win. Isn't that what love is? According to Babyface on the basketball tournament. They're fucking crazy. If you're afraid of failure, you don't deserve success. Okay. If you're afraid of the truth, you don't deserve to live the way the truth in life. Okay? Right? Isn't that about the same? Is that a Naismith or a no Smith? Oh, that's a Jesus. Okay. Maybe Naismith didn't read too good. Maybe Naismith said something like that. Maybe no one ever said it. Maybe no one ever quoted it because they were afraid they would get killed by the John Reese Gettys of the world. I'll play half country, kill the other half of the country. No, 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 no. You need Naismiths to make sure that you have a sucker that will go off and bomb Iran and bomb, this and kill all the old men and the 13-year-olds left from the Russian front in Germany to liquidate all the rest of the assets of all those people in the concentration camps. And then you just call your business partners and tell them, hey, we're coming, so kill all the people in the concentration camps if you want Wall Street to stay in business. Wow, that's horrible. Do you remember the days of slavery? Do you remember what Marcus Garvey said? People without a knowledge and a history, it's like a tree without root. And Marcus Garvey, I never heard Marcus Garvey say that. Maybe he did. Maybe that's why they killed him. Maybe that's why he committed suicide. I was wrong. Haile Selassie's right. Lord's Prayer, bam, and then he's dead, right? So I don't know. I can't tell you. And then all these people will use all those things. You say, yeah, Marcus Garvey was a racist and he was a pain in the ass to Haile Selassie. He turned it into tribal, secular, insular, racial warfare, what makes it real hard when you're trying to teach the Lord's Prayer to people. And some guy saying black people are better than white people. It's like, oh, God, by nature, by nature. Love nature. Okay, the color of your skin makes you a better person. Close your eyes. Make a wish. Who showed up to give you the Lord's Prayer? Hi, I'm Peach. Mommy's brown. Patrick's tan. Okay, right now, the only one standing up for the Lord's Prayer for you is the Peach Dad. I'm the light, I am the way. None of the faith of the Father except done through me. I can't have other people in the family came up and say, no, I came up with it first. Technically, I came up with it. I just told Jesus about it in the past. He said that's a really great idea. And then what happened? All the corporations came in and tried to squash our idea like, Tesla. It's a joke, guys. Kidding. No, Jesus knew idolatry was insane back in the day. It's all in the Bible. It's all up in there. Graven image, it's in the Ten Commandments. Moses did it. Okay, you understand? No, life's eternal, grace is infinite, faith and infinite glory is perfect. Yeah, Moses did it, and it was Adam. It was a man named Adam from our tribe. But I don't take exclusive rights on it because I don't believe in copyrights and or money. Don't take the $1 million. That's the meaning. What's the meaning of life? Right, so you're funny. I know. But, what we're dealing with the Chinese is the Chinese, they're targeting Americans. Of course they are. How many Americans, believe in God because of the resurrection, which was a corporate movement, most likely, which Jesus told me in Sierra Vista back in 2009, which my family thinks I'm crazy. It's like, you trust the people that, you trust the Quorum of the 12. You trust the Vatican and you trust the Pentagon. They're all in business together. Okay. The Lord's Prayer is perfect, and none of them are standing up for it. Okay, Jesus stood up for it. None of them are. But you trust all of them with your life, dude, and your wallet, right? Wow. Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. McCain wanted to, but Trump can. So bomb Iran. China's got us rocking and a reel and targeting and a killing. Bomb Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Went to a Pentagon looking for a genocidal operation, talked it into it, and they went and bombed Iran, bomb, Iran, kill our local populace to be business partners with the Chinese, and we think we can. No, why? Well, because if they want their populace to commit suicide, they do it. Like the Japanese, yeah. You have no honor, kill yourself. Okay. We'll kill your whole family. Okay. We're the supreme ones. We have the technology. Our technology tells you what to do. You fall in line or our robots will kill you. And it's certified by the state. Well, because we have the best philosophy. Yeah, they have the best philosophy according to philosophy. Or religion is an invention. It's an opiate of the masses. According to Marx, who was a rich person who wanted to continue to make money off of people instead of stand up and live the Lord's Prayer. Bomb, 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 Beijing. Bomb, 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 Beijing. That's what we got early for. He don't bomb anybody because he doesn't like to sell stuff at a store. He's a living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. We really love him, love him, love him because he loves us. And he wouldn't move Jesus to the future to make money off of killing people over money and then try to get us all to believe in it and commit suicide through bad linguistics, through computer operation systems. Do, 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 do. Everybody understand that? Because I wasn't too complex. That was pretty much understandable if you lived in a trailer park and never set foot on an Ivy League campus in your life, right? I hope so. Because I love people. And they all start out as babies. Even Adolf Hitler's sorry ass. If you're living the Lord's Prayer, it's real hard to invent an Adolf Hitler, a Chiang Kai-shek, a Mao Zedong. It's real hard to do that. It's real hard to invent a Boxer Rebellion, a Korean War, a Vietnam War, a World War I and or II, a Civil War, a revolution. Don't you know, talking about a revolution. So are people going to rise up? You've read too much. Tracy Chapman, you've read too much rich people trying to keep making money off of poor people's labor. You're cute, but your dookie braids are probably strung a little too tight there, girl. It's okay, I got you covered. Well, you know how much I love babies, and you started out as a baby there, little girl. Okay, you got a 6-foot puka named Harvey you take around with you to concerts too? Oh, most of them do. Harry Styles was talking about his puka last night on Access Hollywood. I guess, you got to go get a 6-foot puka, take him with you on concert. Makes you feel safe. Yeah. He'll take a bullet for you in his ear. You're funny. That's not funny. Charlie Kirk got murdered by his own business partners because he was having he was having conflict morally because he was looking at right and wrong, and he was sitting there going, no, man, you pray to Jesus. Okay, Lord's Prayer. He keeps saying Lord's Prayer is perfect. It's a 6-foot puka. He keeps telling me Lord's Prayer is perfect. It's my only protection for my wife and kids. Don't tell anybody, Charlie. They'll kill you. I know what happened to Jack and Bobby. I get it. Happened to Haile Selassie. I get it. So what are you saying? I'm Steve Biko. I'm in good company. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Anybody here seen my old friend Abraham? Oh, can you tell me where he's gone? I think I saw him walking up over the hill with a, hey, look, it's Earl. I'm still alive, guys. Just so you know, my body's amazing. Okay. When nature starts to recover and heal and provide more healing agents, even if it has stuff that's putting out stuff to kill other people that are aggressive to the plants, nature understands that I am not and heals me. And then when stuff comes that's aggressive, we go through a little bout. I do everything to help it recover and cut back all the herbicides and then I start healing again. It's a miracle. It's a true blue spectacle, a miracle in you. It's exceedingly uncomfortable, especially after that stupid vaccination in 2020. British royal family, we're not friends. We ain't going to hang out. I'm just not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Just, no. Not invited to the barbecue. No. No. Well, you had a choice and you chose wrong. You made a promise, Earl, to leave it alone. You went for money instead of the Lord's Prayer early, please. I forgive you. I just don't want to hang out with you. Yeah, I think anybody in their right mind can understand that. Don't want to go to no, don't want to hang out. Don't want to be King Ralph. Don't want to go bowling at Buckingham Palace. Don't want to be where people sit and discuss mass murder of the poor for the wealthy and kept doing it well. I represent fuck. I was born in Brooklyn. It's like, hey, a tree's growing there. But no, I ain't no. It ain't gonna happen, right? No, Gila for me. Gila for me. And then maybe, someplace on the California coast if Pat likes it. It might even be Baja, California. I think, lots of, human trafficking happened with people there with lots of money and stuff and acted like it wasn't happening and we could kill Parsons in the parking lot of Best Buy. Yeah, oceanfront property is going to be hard to find, a place where, I know a place, ain't nobody worried. I'll take you there. Ain't no smiling faces up in here lying to the races. So that's going to be hard for a while, maybe on the right coast instead of the left. Yeah. Redneck slavery. He seems to have a tolerance for redneck slavery type people more than I do. He has a redneck thing that I'm like, okay. I'm not. They're getting on my nerves, Pat. You and white girls, it's their families. He likes these white girls, and they come from families that are bigoted, and they step outside their family lives, and he feels more comfortable there. It's like, I don't. I just want to. I didn't like family reunions, and this is a family reunion. Okay, Parsons family reunion. Yeah, no, I'm not glad that Truman bombed murdered my aunt and her daughters and murdered the Mexicans in ranches in close proximity to White Sands. No, it doesn't turn me on. There was a few white people too. Yeah, there's a few white people too. But they volunteered. They were sitting there going, hey, we've hit the atomic age. We're going to rule the world and corner the market. Jump, Billy Zane, jump. The Wall Street just crashed. There's no Wall Street, guys. Manipulating people with money and then playing games with the money, and you get all these people on YouTube. I predicted this in 2024 that this was going to happen by 2026. He predicted he was going to put his dick in your wallet and in your ear. He predicted it in 2020. He did in 24, but in 2026 this would be happening. That his dick would be in your wallet and your ear? Oh, wow. Because you signed a contract for economic conflict through people like him and their dicks and their wallets and your ear. Okay. How crypto of you. Oh, how Superman's dog. That's also an invention to make money and sell popcorn and licorice. And let's go down to the lobby and buy ourselves a snack and then buy war bonds. And then name the stadium for the guy who bombed enough people to make sure we won the war. Wow, what a hero. Uh-huh. Jesus, did you know? Okay, do you understand? Oh, Jesus knows. Oh, he's told me upside down and backwards, It would be too hard for you to work, and you'd act too much like a Rockefeller if I told you who and who not accepts the kingdom of heaven in your time, Earl. I already know who accepts heaven and who doesn't. I already know who seals their pages in hell and who doesn't. It's obvious. Okay, yeah, thanks, Jesus. I get it. I get the concept there, Jesus. I understand the concept. The guy from, Hades, from the cartoon with Danny DeVito, and I get the concept, Jesus. That in the future, who's going to accept the Lord's Prayer in Early's time, and who's going to betray him and try to kill him, and who's going to love him and stand up for the Lord's Prayer with him. Jesus already knows. Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you kiss your ball sack and say it's the best ball sack in the history of creation, 'cause all I ever had. Tribal violent sex cult fuckers with statues of phallic symbols all over their family map. If you're looking to build a family compound, wait. It may not be time yet. Just stand up for the Lord's Prayer, and then you'll group around people that you feel comfortable around, but everybody in close proximity will be living the Lord's Prayer. You don't have to hang out because you probably have hated each other over tens of thousands of years. But as long as you're living the Lord's Prayer, if one kid goes down the street to the thing to play basketball or football and comes back home with a Duke shirt, and another kid comes back in a North Carolina shirt, sit there and say, love, love you, blue. I love you, even if it's Royal or Sky, love you, blue. Okay, who really cares about winning games for money? Only idiots. Okay, thank you. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Okay, do you understand? There's blue on their flag too, isn't there? I think so. Don't they have blue and white with the Diego? Was it Maradona? Was he Argentina? All right. Romario's Brazil, and my favorite is still Pele. But the thing about it is that was back in the time when we were dumb. We're not dumb anymore. There was more pervasive ignorance. So there was less arrogance through, being a corporate sponsor and stuff. So they were a little more likable back then. That's why we like Nancy Wilson and Ella Fitzgerald and stuff better now than then. And they didn't have mass communications to say, hey, Lysalis really is the Messiah, and we should live the Lord's Prayer, right? Like we do now. Okay, I'm laying dead in the parking lot of a Best Buy right now, just out off Loman. Yeah, according to all the Jack Reachers and Jack Ryans of Las Cruces, New Mexico, causes for killing for money instead of, and making fucked up propaganda movies instead of loving your neighbor and being like Earl. Yeah, hell yeah. DiCaprio, you visited here. Eastwood? Willis, he lost his mind completely. Maybe he has somewhat of a conscience. He's probably the only one. The rest of them, I'm feeling fully functional. I'm ready to go fuck at the Oscars after parties. Yeah, way. Wow. You really are a sick fuck. Okay. Anybody who come through here says, man, it's horrible. You can't stop the fuck for the buck. They won't recognize him and they won't love him. And he's so beautiful. Man, I don't want to die hard. I want to live righteous. Me too, Bruce. Me too. You're getting fat there. Me too. The chemical poisoned me, Bruce. Yeah. Brain damage? I have brain damage, but it's not as extensive as most people's because I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer and I focus on that, and people focus on me in prayer because I'm the guy from the book of Revelation, which helps my brain recover without using Jablombo or whatever they came up with from Lilly. It's a medicine company. It's how we heal. It's like, no, it's natural. They could probably do things to supplement it to feel like they're helping, but poison anecdote. We saved your life tonight. Oh, really? Raise money for AIDS, and then while you're at it, cancer and childhood obesity and heart disease. Okay, hey, how about we just live the Lord's Prayer? Damn, you great mind. Was that your idea? Shit, all I was thinking about was people and things. Yeah. Things people needed to live so they wouldn't die because people were busy coming up with great ideas to do marketing. Son of a bitch. What do I know? Head full of pudding. I'm the beast from the Swan Princess. I'm Jack Palance. Man, you don't look like me, dude. You're ugly. You don't look like me, dude. You're ugly. Yeah, you don't look like me, Cristiano Ronaldo. You're ugly. You won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer. People that stand up for the Lord's Prayer look like me. Hot Jesus apps? Not when they try to chemically poison you to make you feel and look inadequate because the military fuckers are jealous of you. NASA sucks. NASA sucks. And I stand by that statement until they stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Okay, everybody sucks that doesn't stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. And I approve the statement because it's right, okay? And it's Easter Sunday, the day that quite possibly Jesus was moved by corporations through a wormhole. Okay. So China could try to out-philosophize us, to mass murder us. So the people in those corporations that did that got promised real estate in China after the great land war. Val Vicini, I never thought of it that way till now, but I don't play chess because it bores me. Same with checkers. Same Monopoly was really fucking boring. But what'd you like? Football and basketball. But I didn't want anybody to get hurt because, I love people. So I quit playing sports right after junior high and high school because, they were uncouth and they would do anything to win. And I'm not that. I'm very couth. You know me. I'm living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. And I can beat up every, drug dealer to the rich in Arizona in the parking lot of a Safeway, like I'm making snaps like a button from the time I was probably about 13 or 14 when got counted coup on by the Colville Nation a lot during the one summer. Suddenly, last summer, are you ready for the summer? Are you ready for the good times? Because the summer is ready for you. Yeah. And Keith's mom, why did Keith's mom give us stuff wrapped with shit, laced with whatever, with the marijuana? Who does that to their kids, man? That's just mean. She must have really hated life. That's not Norwegian wood. That really messed up my date with Suzette Gilson. I think if Keith's mom hadn't given us that before that date when we went to the movie together, I think we would have had a good time at the movie. I think me and her would have sat there and had a good talk, and we would have, but that wouldn't have worked. Why? Because we would have had probably an intimate relationship by the end of the summer, and then we would have moved to Casper, and I would have been absolutely devastated, and I would try to run away from home to go back to be a Susie. No, she was really sweet. She was pretty. She was young. Well, are you kidding? She got morbidly obese. She's like 350 pounds and stuff like that. If she'd been able to marry me without Mormon church surveillance and gross stuff, you think so? You think maybe, if I had to have a regular life like the rest of you tool bag assholes out there, don't you think I'd gotten her in a place where she'd be healthy and happy and loved? And everybody'd be sitting there. I'm talking about people, if I was a loving man, living in a place wherever you live, the Lord's Prayer, people that you say have, results of symbiotic abuse through symbiotic selfish disgustingness, that's all your issue, not mine. But she's 200 pounds. She's feeling and looking good. Happy wife, happy life. All I care about is that you're healthy and happy. And one day they died, and their graves are side by side on a hill where robins sing, and they say violets grow there all year long, 'cause their hearts are full of spring, right? Whoa, whoa, no selling Taco Bell. We don't live in hell no more. No selling Taco Bell. We don't live in hell no more. Every night, every day with you. We'll share Grandma Abuela's recipes, it's true. No more selling Taco Bell to you and you and you and you and you. No more real estate in Maui. No more real estate, no way. Just families loving and living in Maui, 'cause we live the Lord's Prayer every day. Earl's perfect and you suck. You're just like NASA and you want to get paid money to have video of people watching you fuck a duck. Yeah, we need to get away from you so we can get tender love and care. I will give you always tender love and care, both in big and small ways. When you need me, you'll find me there, at your side anytime, anywhere. Giving tender love and care, gentle seed and kind, I will treat you always, both in big and small ways. All right, even if it's to correct you for sucking with your business partners, so you can live the Lord's Prayer and love me do. You know I love you, so please love me do. You own the catalog? Wait a minute, we don't have the Taco Bell anymore. We got to play those recipes, and we're sharing them, and we're not charging extortion, and people aren't driving, 2 miles to get a slice to kill everybody because they want to stop the jobs from ICE and then deport the people that can't make money off of sexual exploitation in the nation of the place that doesn't want to live the Lord's Prayer, because they ran it over in the parking lot of a Best Buy in 2013 during the Obama administration, and then tried to vaccinate it to death in 2020. In the middle of the Biden administration, and you guys think Trump's he is the bomb Iran, population litigator, and the other guys, kill yourself, volunteer to kill yourself, so we don't have to go destroy the ecosystem killing one another. And let's just live the Lord's Prayer. I am the champion. Okay, I'm just kidding around. No winners, no losers, just lovers. Well, Earl's perfect. Like Job, it's my Job, okay? You don't believe me? Go put on a show for hypocrites, moving Jesus around so he can be their war god, so you can ask him for money to go to the casino or get hit by a car and get it from a personal injury lawyer in El Paso. It says they're passionate about you. You're a liar. No one's going to be passionate about you until you stand up for the Lord's Prayer. And that's the truth, no matter how hot your blonde is. Okay, guys, I love you. All right, peace.